Fianna Force is a Vekoma suspended thrill coaster at Emerald Park. This is one of two coasters to open at this Irish theme park in 2024, and I think it's the best inverted coaster Vekoma has ever made. I will explain why in this review. Vekoma has been making inverted coasters for the past 3 decades. A majority of them are suspended looping coasters, or SLCs. These rides have action-packed layouts, but most of them are plagued by bad restraints and poor track work. This leads to an uncomfortable ride experience full of headbanging. But over the past decade, Vekoma has significantly improved. They have upgraded their track fabrication methods, so the layouts are smooth as glass. Then the trains now feature more minimalistic and freeing restraints, which eliminates headbanging entirely. The company has unveiled a wide range of layouts, including an upgraded inverted coaster known as the Suspended Thrill Coaster, or STC. The first such installation went to Tripsdrill in 2020. Named Hals-Uber-Kopf, this is a dynamic layout with several spots of airtime and floaty inversions. This coaster is also notable because it was intertwined with a family Boomerang. Vekoma has been offering a dual ride package to parks in recent years, which is a brilliant business decision. Vekoma can sell 2 rides. Then parks get 2 rides for a bit of a discount. They can hit 2 demographics in the same year, and the interactions of the 2 rides enhance the overall experience of both. Shortly thereafter, the then Tato Park announced they would be adding a similar addition. However, it was delayed 28 months. Locals were concerned about noise, so the park had to redesign the 2 coasters. In that time, the amusement park was actually renamed Emerald Park. That is how long the 2 rides were delayed. Both coasters finally opened in 2024 as part of the all-new area known as Tir Na Nog. The STC was named Fianna Force, and the family Boomerang was named Quest. Both rides play a prominent role in the land. Fianna Force's lift, hill, and drop are framed perfectly with the land's archway. Then the layout winds its way through the entire area. The 2 rides have delightfully contrasting color schemes. Fianna Force's dark pink track, then Quest has navy blue track, and as you'd expect, the rides have several close calls with each other as well. Fianna Force's entrance is located on the left-hand side of the land. The queue is then routed past the ride's second half, granting some fantastic views. Emerald Park took a similar approach to some other European theme parks when they opened Tir Na Nog. They opened the coasters before the theming was completed. Ironically, Tripsdrill did the exact same thing with their 2-ride package. The coasters both opened in 2020, and the theming was finished the following year. That being said, Fianna Force looks mostly like a finished product. The station is a beautifully textured castle. The end of the queue line features a projection mapped animation. This is similar to what you see with Busch Gardens and Cobra's Curse. The ride's backstory is around Fianna, a band of Irish warriors. Riders don special armor, aka your restraints, and join them on a battle with a dragon. The station further reinforces this with some shields and bows mounted to the wall. I do not believe a majority of the layout is meant to have any theming, but I would love if they could add some sort of dragon during the layout, because it's not represented in any way beyond the pre-show. I know there is one part that will definitely be enhanced next year though. Fianna Force is a corkscrew above Quest Station, and shortly thereafter, a dip through that very same station. However, Quest Station is not a finished product. It is meant to be a nice looking castle. The front and side adjacent to the midway look good, but the back side is not finished yet. If it is painted to match the other sides, the station as a whole will look amazing. The roof is also open at this time, and I wonder if the plan is to enclose it in the future, which will only make Fianna Force's corkscrew even more exciting. This Invert is one of the highest capacity rides at Emerald Park. It is one of only 2 coasters capable of running 2 trains, and the ride will run both if the park has crowds. Each train seats 20 riders, as there are 10 rows of 2, and the crew checks restraints quickly. They were routinely rolling trains. On the summer day I visited, this coaster maxed out as a half-hour wait. but it was more like a 15 to 20 minute wait for much of the afternoon. I am sure you can get a quick wait on this coaster first thing in the morning, but I would recommend starting with Viking Voyage or some of the lower capacity family coasters that'll have much longer lines midday. When you reach the end of the queue, the park lets just enough people into the station to fill the next train, so seating is usually on a first-come basis. This made it tricky to get the front because that was the first choice for most guests. Some employees will allow you to wait an extra train for the seat you want if it's already occupied, but not all of them will. That being said, there is not a bad seat in this ride, but I liked the back best by a slim margin. The larger drops had some nice pull there. Then it's also worth trying the front if you get the opportunity, because the ride has some exciting visuals due to all the near misses, and that's the best seat to see them. Riders are restrained by a comfy overhead lap bar. This is the same restraint from Hals-Uber-Kopf and the company's modern suspended family coasters. These leave you super exposed, enhancing the sense of flight. It is worth noting that Fianna Force does not have the redundant seatbelts like other Vekoma inverts, which contributes to the speedy operations. Once checked, the coaster begins with a slight turn out of the station. You then ascend a 102-foot or 31-meter tall lift hill. It is swift, and it is also quite quiet, most likely due to the noise concerns when this ride was being proposed. Once at the top, the train crests a nice drop. It is straight and decently steep at the start. It has solid whip and back, but oddly has no airtime. I was surprised because I got some floater in the back row in Hals-Uber-Kopf, and the drop looks very similar. The end of the drop banks right, burrowing into a subterranean trench. The visuals here are great. Your feet narrowly avoid the grass, then the sides have some beautiful stonework to match the station aesthetic. It is also forceful. You get good Gs here. And they increase in the following turnaround. This is banked so sharply that it's classified as an inversion, but to me, it really just feels like a super forceful overbank. The Gs feel most intense in the front as you are thrown into the maneuver. I had a hard gray out there. I grayed out to a lesser extent further back in the train, but it was still plenty wild, especially because you're whipped out of the turn. You then have another nice underground trench, and you hurtle through a corkscrew. I love the placement atop Quest Station. Your feet narrowly avoid the structure. It is graceful in front, but you get some decent whip out of it and back. The train then flies around another turnaround. This also offers good Gs, and you have some more near misses as you weave underneath Quest's lift hill. You then have a small dip and whiz through Quest Station. No force here, but the super tight clearances are astounding. They really enhance the speed. When you exit, you have the third and final inversion, a 0G roll. It is another graceful flip in front. It offers some weak laterals there as well. In back, it has more of an edge as you get decent whip coming out of it. The first part of this ride is focused around inversions. The next part of this coaster is more about the positive Gs, as you start off with an upwards helix. This is another element offering sustained, solid Gs. I was honestly surprised it was not graying out here because of how long you hold the Gs for. The X is a good size drop, and if you're in the rear rows, you are pulled downwards and get a pinch of airtime. This leads to an exciting low to the ground S-bend. Each twist offers a burst of positive Gs. Then the visuals amplify the already great sense of speed. You duck underneath Quest and whiz past multiple trees. This leads to an upwards turn with some more positive Gs. Now comes the final part of the ride, which focuses mostly on airtime. There's a sudden dip out of the turn. This offers solid floater in back as expected, but it still offers decent floater in front due to all the speed. Next is a bunny hill. This offers nice floater airtime for all rows. The exit then leads to a leftward turn, which offers some more positive Gs. Then comes another bunny hill, just with a rightward twist at the end this time around. It offers a little pop of airtime for all, Nothing as crazy as the prior two hills though. Then that turn also throws in solid Gs in the rear rows. I didn't really feel them up front though. Immediately afterwards, you have another bunny hill. This one just twists left at the end. It offers similar forces to the prior hill. You then jump upwards into the brakes. I thought this may offer some negative Gs, but it sadly did not. You then decelerate and return to the station, ending the 2,454 foot, or 748 meter long experience. That is not a lot of track length compared to most inverts, but the overall duration felt more than satisfactory. That is even with the coaster having great pacing. Simply put, there are plenty of elements packed in, so you feel more than accomplished when you hit the brakes. In terms of smoothness, this ride is amazing. It is butter smooth. That is no surprise if you've ridden any of these other new Vekomas. So, what would I rate this coaster? I would give this ride an 8.5 out of 10. This is a great inverted coaster. I love the variety. The turns and valleys offer strong positive Gs. The inversions are graceful or slightly whippy, depending upon where you're sitting. Then there are a half dozen airtime moments. Even though they aren't too powerful, the sensation is unique in the inverted position. Add in the smoothness and brisk pacing, and this ride is such a well-rounded experience. This is debatably the best ride in the park. Depending on your tastes, I could see enthusiasts picking this ride or Cuchulainn. I also think this is now my favorite Vekoma invert, just barely edging out Hals-Uber-Kopf. I think the prototype STC has slightly better airtime, and I prefer that ride's floatier inversions, but Fianna Force is considerably more intense, having far stronger positive Gs. So it's personal preference again what type of ride you prefer. Then this ride is significantly better than the older SLCs, and I cannot wait to see these added to more parks. So those are my thoughts on the Fianna Force at Emerald Park. What are your thoughts on this coaster? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.